Hello everyone, how you doing today? This is Scott's NBA Talk. I haven't done a video for a while. I've been kind of tired and busy and stuff. Um, Last time I talked about the Eastern Conference, the Atlantic Division. Now this time I want to talk about the Central Division in the Eastern Conference, of who I think is going to finish where. Now, for me, the first three teams were real easy. It's going to be the last two I'm having trouble with. The first team, to me, who's going to finish in first place, is definitely going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, yes, they made a trade recently. They traded off Kyrie Irving to Boston for Jay Crowder, Isaiah Thomas, I can't think of the center's name, Antic Zizic or something. I think it was a 2018 first round pick, and then they got a 2020 second round pick today, I think. So, Cleveland got kind of a pretty good deal there. Because they got the Brooklyn pick from Boston, so you're pretty sure that's going to be a top 3, top 5, maybe top 10 at worst. So that's going to help Cleveland in case LeBron leaves. The fact though they added, okay, and they don't know about Isaiah Thomas, what's going on, his hip. But Jay Crowder, I thought was a solid pickup. I think you could play him at, some people have played him at shooting guard, you could play him at small forward, you could play him at power forward. You can have him, I don't think you necessarily have to play LeBron 40 to 45 minutes a night during the regular season. I think you should rest him. Like, maybe give LeBron like 35, 36 minutes. Bring in Jay Crowder at 12 minutes, and then of course you could have both Crowder and LeBron out there at times. So I mean there's a lot of versatility with Cleveland's lineup. I mean, Jay, and then they also got Derrick Rose. So, which yes, he's injury prone, but he's not probably going to start unless Isaiah's not going to end up being there. Or something happens, and. I'm still not sold on J.R. Smith. He's too inconsistent for me. He'll have one game where he'll like score 2 or 3 points. Then next game he'll go out and hit 5 or 6 3-pointers. So he's too inconsistent. But I can't see Milwaukee could possibly, but I don't know. They're still too young yet. I don't think they're there yet. They're gonna get there. If LeBron leaves Cleveland, Milwaukee's going to be the team up and coming. To me, Cleveland's going to be the team that finishes in first. Now, who's going to finish in second? To me, it's obvious. It's got to be the Milwaukee Bucks. It's got to be the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, when I look at this team. Their starting 5 right now, from what I've seen, they've got Monroe, although I think you maybe should put Thon Maker there, but I could see, having some defense coming off the bench. So you've got Monroe, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton, Tony Snell, and Malcolm Brogdon, Rookie of the Year last year, who was a second rounder and only scored like 10 points. Milwaukee, though, is an up-and-coming team. Actually, I look at this team now. I can't see them beating the Warriors this year, but maybe the next year after it, because they've got length, they've got size, they got some okay speed. I mean, this team, that's how you're going to beat Golden State. You also got to be able to shoot, so you're going to have to outshoot them and be able to defend. So I don't know though. I mean, I can see the Bucks put up a pretty good season. Maybe, I don't know yet. I'll have to think about my seedings when I do my Eastern and Western, but they probably could be a 5, 6, maybe a 4 or 3 even. They're pretty good. I I look at this team. Matthew Dellavedova coming off their bench. I'm sorry to look away, but I had to get the depth chart on my paper. So they got Matthew Dellavedova coming off the bench. Jabari Parker's probably going to come off the bench. Because, he's been injured, so, they need... But he'll be good, as long as he's healthy. Thon Maker, who looked like... And then they got John Henson, Spencer Hawes, and Gary Payton III. I think Milwaukee's going to be one of those teams that's going to, they lost the first round in Toronto last year, even though I thought they had a good shot at winning that series. But I think they'll go second round. I think they could probably go second round. Depends on where they're ranked. Who's going to finish third? I want to talk about this. I look at this. I think Detroit Pistons are going to finish third. Now, I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs yet. I'm still kind of up in the air on some of these teams. The East is so weak. It's the Eastern Conference that, to me, it's like Cleveland and like Washington, Toronto, Boston. It's, to me, 4 guaranteed teams. Then it can be up in the air after that. So, but Detroit, I look at this team. They picked up Avery Bradley. I thought that was a great pickup. That was an excellent pickup. Now you've got a guy. You lost Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to the Lakers, and I think Bradley's much better than him. And he's got a little more veteran leadership, so I think Bradley could really help the Pistons. But I look at the Pistons, and my problem, Reggie Jackson can go out and score, but he doesn't seem to want to pass the ball that much. Kind of like Russell Westbrook. Well, Russell Westbrook's passed the ball a little more, even though Russell Westbrook likes to jack up 25 shots. That's kind of how I feel about Reggie Jackson. That's why I think the tandem of Jackson and Westbrook did not work too well in OKC. You had 2 guys that were wanted to score all the time. I wouldn't be surprised though if they change and go to Ish Smith as the starter. I don't know, but then you've got Tobias Harris, who's an okay scorer. Although, to me, he's better when he attacks the basket. I watched him his days in Orlando, and that's to me where he's best. When he attacks the basket and gets a foul call. Then Andre Drummond, as long as you don't put him on the 3-throw line, he'll go out and get you a double-double. The bench, I don't know what Luke Kennard going to do. He's going to probably stretch the floor. Henry Ellison will stretch the floor. Stanley Johnson will provide you some defense. Ish Smith will do some passing. Detroit, to me, definitely finished third. I can't see them finishing 4th or 5th this year. Last year, year before, maybe. I don't know. I thought they could have been a playoff team last year. Now, who's going to finish 4th? This is where I had big problems. This is where I had major tough time deciding. Because my factor is, will Dwayne Wade stay in Chicago? If he stays in Chicago, I think the Bulls will finish 4th. But I'm going to bank that he's not. I'm going to bank he's going to go to Cleveland. I'm not going to put money on it. I'm going to think he's going to go to Cleveland and play with LeBron, play alongside LeBron. So, to me, I'm going to go with the Indiana Pacers to finish 4th. Now, it's crazy because they traded off Paul George for Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis. They didn't even go get a first round, or I don't think they even had a... I'm not even sure if OKC had a first round pick, though, to give Indiana this year. That's the thing. But they should have took a future first round pick. You're giving up Paul George, and all you got was Victor Oladipo and Domantas Sabonis. But I look at some other pieces on this team. You've got Darren Collison. He's a decent point guard. He's not great. He's an okay defender. They picked up Bogan, I can't ever say his name, Bogan Bogdanovic. He was on Brooklyn, then he got traded to the Wizards, and was a very good, solid backup. Not sure why they didn't bring him back. So, I think, he's not going to give you the same points that Paul George gave, but I think he'll be okay. Victor Oladipo, he might go on to have 2 or 3 really good games, and then he'll stink for a while. So I don't know what. They still got Thaddeus Young, who's a decent piece. I mean, he could probably get you like 16 and like 8 something. And then Miles Turner, who, to me, I looked at that one draft and I'm like, why did certain teams pass on him? Like, well, I mean, like, why did the Knicks pass on him back then? Although Porzingis has been pretty good. I look at the Orlando Magic. Why did they pass on Miles Turner? I mean, could have stuck him where Channing Frye was. But, Miles Turner, to me, is going to be the guy to build this team around for the future. He is. He's going to be the piece they're going to have to build this team around. And I can't see where Indiana is going to be that good. They're not making playoffs with this squad. But yeah, they got Lance Stevenson, Corey Joseph, Al Jefferson, some veterans, but I don't know. Just when I look at Cleveland and Milwaukee in that division, and I think Detroit's going to be better than Indiana, and definitely better than Chicago, I don't see Indiana make the playoffs. But you never know. They might sneak in at the 8th. Surprise. I don't know. So, Indiana, to me, is going to finish 4th. Now, who's going to finish last, to me, is the Chicago Bulls. Why in the world would you trade your superstar, Jimmy Butler? It's not the fact you traded Jimmy Butler. You also gave Minnesota your 16th pick. If you're really rebuilding, why did you do that? That was stupid. You got back Chris Dunn, Zach LaVine, who's been injured, and then the 7th pick, which ended up being Lauri Markkanen. I think that's how you say his name. From Arizona. He's a 7-footer who cannot defend. So, I look at Chicago, they're definitely in rebuild mode. I can't see how they're not a top 5, top 10 worst team next year. They're going to be in the lottery. If they make the playoffs, I will be shocked. I will be shocked. Fred Hoiberg has got to be fired next year. I think they should have fired him. I think it was a mistake getting rid of Tibbs. I've always thought it was a mistake getting rid of Tibbs because I think he wouldn't kiss the butt of management and they didn't like it. So, to me, it goes Cleveland, Milwaukee, Detroit, Indiana, Chicago. Who do you think will win the division? Who's placed first, second, third, fourth, or fifth? Send me your comments and your thoughts. Thank you for watching Scott's NBA Talk. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And thank you for watching.